What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Stargirl Season 2 ending video. I will be talking about the ending and where the characters could be going next, as well as dissecting that post-credit scene. This season admittedly has not been my cup of tea, but that is down to me not really ever enjoying the magical part of the DC universe, which has gone back almost 30 years of me reading comics. It's by no means a bad season, and I really think the actors and the characters have worked so well together, and to me the highlight was seeing the kind of fallout of the original JSA, which was really good. The whole Eclipso dimension just did not click with me, and to be honest, I felt like most episodes really seemed the same, with the looming Eclipso threat keep on coming. But let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I may rewatch it ahead of Season 3 next year. Eclipso was defeated by the crew, with most of them turning up to fight, including the OG Starman, who I am more than happy to see of after last season and the flashbacks. I really was hoping that Joel McHale would have a lot more to do this season, but as of the end of this one, well, he definitely will do. Now, Eclipso manages to possess Stargirl as Dr. Midnighter is guided back to the real world as the Shade runs the assist for the main team. The Shade was a true MVP this season, and I really did love that character, and I'm glad that he's sticking around and we have some sort of another version of Pat. We're getting some kind of older dudes who are more experienced to help the JSA. Now, Sylvester helps Stargirl shake free of Eclipso, leading Green Lantern's daughter and Stargirl to deplete Eclipso, while the Jakeem wishes Eclipso to be toast, but he takes it quite literally, which I thought was hilarious. I would have liked more Jakeem and, like I said, more OG Starman, as we had them announced in the summer, and I was really looking forward to seeing more of them. But, well, this is very much a long play of them introducing the crew and, well, cementing the bond between the JSA itself. Now, with Eclipso gone, we have a pretty long epilogue. We have Rick burying Grundy, as this season he was trying to get over his parents' death, which was at the hands of Grundy. However, the Shade appears and informs him that Grundy will return. He just needs to be buried in a specific place. Comic readers, Gotham viewers and DC fans, you may know that Grundy has been reborn many times. He was resurrected from dead monster to the beast he is now, in a swamp full of chemicals, with some retcons explaining he was intended to be a plant elemental in the same sort of family as the Swamp Thing. I expect the Shade will guide Rick to resurrect him, as well the Shade is sticking around. Grundy notably faced off against future Season 3 Frenemies villain, Mr. Bones, but I'm going to get to him in a bit. We have Mike and Jakeem together, who, with Mike, is eager to set up his own team and strike away from his sister and have his own thing. Now, notably, Mike has felt absent from the JSA and very sidelined. In the comics, well, denied JSA wannabe recruits went on to form their own group named Infinity Inc. While vastly different than the comics, I think this is the theme of where this is going and fits in well with Mr. Bones. We also have Beth with her family. Now, she has what she's always wanted. It's them being into her stuff and being a tight family unit. But in the meantime, throughout the season and the discussion of her parents' divorce, she's actually found a new family, as well as the fact that Charles has returned and even has a 10-year-old son, which is a nice way to write him out and for Beth to fully take the mantle itself. Now, Cindy also wants to join the JSA, which will be the source of internal friction in the team next year, but curiously, I will wonder if she will actually join Mike's team after being rejected, or if she will revert back to being evil. We also have Starman back, which is big, and I'm very excited to see him to properly teach our girl how to use the cosmic rod. Anyway, lastly, we have the post-credits scene. We arrive at Helix, where Dr. Love changed from Dr. Benjamin Love from the comics. Well, informs Keith David's Mr. Bones that Jenny, the daughter of the Green Lantern, is in Nebraska. Of course, Todd was also in this place as well. And in the comics, the Helix was a group of kids experimented on by Dr. Benjamin Love whilst they were in the womb. Mr. Bones was part of this group who we saw talking to Dr. Love, and when they found out what happened, they did resort to a life of crime and kidnapping a member of Infinity Inc. Interestingly, after they were caught, Bones would be handed over to Infinity Inc. He wouldn't join them properly, but he would become a hero in his own right. He left after being forced by Grundy to kill Skyman, who himself was being manipulated. He would later leave and went on to become the director of the DEO. Yes, that DEO from Stargirl. Now, interestingly, I don't think he will be the villain of the piece in Season 3. The Shade was introduced as being a villain, but he was notably in a moral grey area in the past and turned out to be a begrudging ally to the rest of the JSA. Mr. Bones' interest seems largely inquisitive as opposed to simply wanting to wipe him out, and he's curious about heroes and villains kind of living together, unless they do change things. Eclipso was teased and ended up being the season-long villain, so it's a curious one there. Admittedly, Mr. Bones could be the villain of the piece for the next season, but the fact that Keith David is voicing him is an absolute dub in my opinion. So let me know what you think down below. What do you want to see in the next season? Personally, I just really want an OG JSA TV show, and I'm hoping we get more flashbacks as well, considering that Starman is more involved in next season. But that is it. Please do drop a like down below, do subscribe with notifications on, and I will see you soon, and goodbye.